Hello everyone. Today our demo topic is aromatic hydrocarbons. Aromatic hydrocarbons. First of all, the statement of aromatic hydrocarbons. The cyclic organic compounds which contain at least one aromatic ring that resembles to benzene are called aromatic compounds. That's the statement. Compounds are called aromatic compounds. Correct? So this is the statement of aromatic hydrocarbons. Now the best examples for aromatic hydrocarbons are, so what is this? Benzene and naphthalene, benzene, naphthalene, and the third one is, this is what? Chlorobenzene. Benzene, naphthalene, chlorobenzene are the best examples of aromatic hydrocarbons. Correct? Now we are going to discuss about the types of aromatic hydrocarbons. The next we are going to discuss about types of aromatic hydrocarbons. So aromatic hydrocarbons broadly divided into two types. What are those? Benzenoid aromatic hydrocarbons. Next, non-benzenoid aromatic hydrocarbons. So benzenoid aromatic hydrocarbons means the compounds which consists of benzene ring. The compounds which consists of benzene ring are called benzenoid aromatic hydrocarbons. So, which consists benzene ring. Those are considered under benzenoid compounds. Here, which do not have benzene ring, those are considered under non-benzenoid aromatic hydrocarbons. For benzenoid aromatic hydrocarbons, the best examples are already we discussed like this: chlorobenzene. What is this? Toluene. This is what? Chlorobenzene. Next, what is this? Phenol. Next, benzoic acid. NH2. This is what? Aniline. Aniline is also an organic compound. This is the strongest base, somewhat basic compound. And CH2. This is what? Benzaldehyde, carboxylic acid group, amine group, aldehyde group. Okay. So the next things. This is what? Orthoxylene, methoxylene, Para-xylene. Ortho to each other. These two CH3 groups are ortho to each other. So this is ortho-xylene, meta-xylene, para-xylene. So these are the examples of benzenoid aromatic hydrocarbons. There are some many other organic examples also there. If these two hydroxy OH groups are ortho to each other, 1-2 positions of benzene, then these are called, so this is what? Catechol. And if these two hydroxy groups are meta to each other, so these are called resorcinol. And if these two hydroxy groups are para to each other, then this is what? Paraquinone. Catechol, resorcinol, paraquinone. Next, some other benzenoid molecules are also there. CO, CH3, COOH. What is this? Aspirin and para-hydroxy benzonylide, NH, C double bond O, CH3. This is what? Paracetamol structure, aspirin structure. What is this? Paracetamol. So these all are considered under the best examples of benzenoid aromatic hydrocarbons. Correct? Now, the second classification, non-benzenoid aromatic hydrocarbons. For this non-benzenoid aromatic compounds, the best examples are pyrrole, furan, pyridine, cyclopentadienyl anion, tropylium cation, cycloheptatrienyl cation is also called tropylium cation. So these are the best examples of non-benzenoid aromatic hydrocarbons. Correct? Now the next concept, just we are going to discuss about Haeckel's rule. How these Haeckel's rule applicable for aromatic hydrocarbons. Correct? Haeckel's rule. Haeckel's means this is the scientist name. Correct? Haeckel's rule is 4n plus 2 into pi electrons. This is what Haeckel's rule. Correct? Haeckel's proposed a modern concept to explain aromatic concept. This is called Haeckel's rule. Now, again, these are classified into aromatic compounds, classified into 3 types. What are those? The first one is aromatic compounds. Benzene is the highly stable and which do not undergo in addition reaction, which is explained by the aromatic concept. So this is due to in benzene all 3 double bonds are delocalized double bonds. That's why this is highly stable. It will not undergo addition reaction. So what is the first condition? The compound which contains continuous conjugated double bonds and cyclic molecule, and all the p orbitals must be lie in the same plane. All the p orbitals must be lie in the same plane. Same plane. That is, the molecule must be planar. Molecule must be planar. Planarity, or simply planar. Correct? Molecule must be planar, and the last point is the molecule must satisfy Huckel's rule. Must satisfy Huckel's rule. What is this? 4n plus 2 into pi electrons. Molecule must satisfy 4n plus 2 pi electrons rule, where n is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, etc. If n value definitely must be integer value, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this only. Okay? So that type of molecules, if the molecule satisfies all these three conditions, then that molecule considered under aromatic hydrocarbons. Correct? Now we are going to discuss about how to calculate n value based on the Huckel's rule for the organic molecules. Examples. Correct. First, just I am taking benzene ring. Correct? In benzene ring, how many pi bonds? Totally 3 pi bonds. So 3 pi bonds. In one pi bond, 2 pi electrons. Correct? In Y, 3 pi bonds are there in benzene. But for one pi bond, there are 2 pi electrons. Correct? So totally 6 pi electrons in benzene ring. So 4n plus 2 equals to how many? 6 pi electrons. Correct? Now here 4n equals to 6 minus 2. Now n is equals to 4 by 4 equals to 1. So if integer value 1 will come, then that is aromatic compound. So aromatic compound, n value 1. So aromatic compound. Like this, you can calculate the molecule like this for this molecule also. Cyclopropenyl cation. Here how many pi electrons are there? Only one pi bond. For one pi bond, there are 2 pi electrons. So 2, 4n equals to 2 minus 2 means 0, n is equals to 0. Again 0, that is aromatic. That is aromatic. Like this, first example, second example. For third example, you can calculate easily. For negative charge also considered as 2 pi electrons. Negative charge also considered as 2 pi electrons. So here 4n plus 2 is equals to 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, totally 6. So again 4n is equals to 4, n is equals to 1. That is aromatic. Correct? Now fourth example, cyclopentadienyl anion. Cyclopentadienyl anion means 4n plus 2 equals to 6, n is equals to again 1. That is aromatic. Next, fifth example, propylium cation. Propylium cation. Cycloheptatrienyl cation. This is also called as propylium cation. So for this molecule, there are 4n plus 2 equals to 2 plus 2 plus 2. Positive charge should not consider as pi bond. Correct? Only negative charge considered as pi bond. Means 2 pi electrons. Here positive means 0 pi electrons. So 4n plus 2 is equals to 6. 4n is equals to 4. N is equals to 1. That is aromatic. That is aromatic. So these all are aromatic compounds. Correct? The second classification is anti-aromatic compounds. Anti-aromatic compounds. Anti-aromatic compounds. Correct? Again, second condition. All p orbitals must be lie in the same plane, means molecule must be in planar. So molecule must satisfy here 4n pi electron system. Here molecule contains 4n pi electrons. That is, so this is these all three conditions belongs to anti-aromatic compounds. Correct? For this, the best examples are cyclopropenyl anion, negative charge. Cyclopropenyl anion. Here, just I am applying Huckel's rule for this molecule. 4n plus 2 is equals to 4 electrons. 2 plus 2. Now 4n is equals to 2 electrons. N is equals to 1 by 2, that is 0.5. So, if n value fraction or sometimes points value, so that molecule must contain anti-aromatic conditions. Correct? So, if this like this values will come now, then that is anti-aromatic compounds. Now, this is second example. So for this one, 4n plus 2 is equals to 4 pi bonds. Again 4n is equals to 2, n is equals to 1 by 2, that is 0.5. That is anti-aromatic compounds. Now the third one, cyclopentadienyl cation. Cyclopentadienyl cation. So for this one, 4n plus 2 equals to 4 pi electrons. Now 4n is equals to 2. Again n is equals to 1 by 2, that is 0.5. Again anti-aromatic compounds. Correct? So these all compounds are the best examples of anti-aromatic compounds. Now this concept also completed. Compounds. Non-aromatic compounds. Non-aromatic compounds. Non-aromatic compounds. So, non-aromatic compounds, the statement is the molecule do not satisfy all the above rules. Above rules means both aromatic rules and anti-aromatic rules. The molecule will not satisfy. So, molecule do not obey all the above rules. What are those? Conjugated double bonds, cyclic ring, 4n plus 2 into pi electrons and 4n pi electrons, etc. The molecule do not obey all the above rules, means both aromatic and anti-aromatic rules. That type of molecules considered under non-aromatic compounds. For example, for non-aromatic compounds, cyclopropene. Here there is no continuous delocalization, means continuous conjugated double bonds are not there, because this is here, this carbon is sp3 carbon, this is sp2 carbon, this is sp2 carbon again. Here cyclopropene molecule, this carbon is sp3, here sp2, this is also sp2. So here this carbon occupies out of plane of this double bond, out of plane. So that's why this molecule is not a planar molecule. It is not a planar molecule. So this type of molecule considered under non-aromatic molecules. Some other examples of non-aromatic compounds are cyclobutene, cyclopentene, both one, cycloheptatriene. Next to some other examples also there, like this. So in all these these examples, there is somewhat continuous conjugation also lost and somewhat planarity also lost. So these are the best examples of non-aromatic compounds. Correct? Now the next concept is what? Stability of aromatic, anti-aromatic and non-aromatic compounds. Stability order. So here. Now the next concept is stability of compounds. So the stability order is aromatic is the most stable one, then non-aromatic and finally anti-aromatic. So this one is the most stable compared to non-aromatic and finally anti-aromatic. This is the stability order, correct? So in previous JEE mains question, they gave 3 molecules. Just which of the following is the strongest acid? We have to arrange like this. After removing this sp3 carbon containing hydrogen, so this hydrogen removing, this carbon atom carries negative charge. Here this carbon atom carries negative charge. Here this carbon atom carries negative charge. Out of these, this one is aromatic molecule. Why? Because here 6 pyrophorons, here again 6 pyrophorons, but this is what? sp3 carbon. sp3 carbon means out of 10. So this is non-aromatic. This is non-aromatic. And here there are 8 pi electrons, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So this is anti-aromatic. Anti-aromatic. So what is the stability? Means that is strongest acid means which one is the most stable? This is the acidic compound, because the formed negative charged compound is what? Most stable one. So this is the most stable. This is what? Stability order. This is what? Stability order. Stability order. So based on this one is the most stable. That's why this is what? Strongest acidic in nature. So this is the previous JEE mains question. Previous question, that is out of these, which oxygen carries H plus very fast? Which lone pair of electrons are most reactive towards H plus? What is the question? Which lone pairs are more reactive towards H plus? Correct? So first, just I am giving numbering 1, 2, 3, 4. If this oxygen carries H plus, means if these lone pair of electrons donated to this proton, then the corresponding molecule is what? Double bond O H plus. Correct? Now here 2 lone pairs are there as usual. Then after these lone pair of electrons moves towards this direction. Now these pi electrons moves towards this direction. Now these pi electrons moves towards this positive charged oxygen. Why? Because oxygen is the most electronegative atom compared to carbon. Always most electronegative atoms stabilize with the negative charge or neutral, but here positive charge. That's why this molecule is unstable. That's why resonance is possible. Then after the charge is, the positive charge occupies this oxygen because lone pairs are moving like this. So double bond and single bond O H like this. Correct? So here how many pi electrons are there? There are 3 pi bonds. So each pi bond containing 2 pi electrons. That's why totally 6 pi electrons are there. So this what? Aromatic. So stable one. So stable. Aromatic. Stable. That's why after releasing these lone pair of electrons towards H plus ion, the formed molecule is what? Aromatic and most stable one. Correct? So these lone pairs are more reactive towards H plus ion. If these lone pair of electrons moves towards H plus ion, the formed molecule is what? H plus ion, double bond, O, double bond, double bond. Correct? So this molecule is highly unstable. So the highly unstable molecule always cannot take the H plus ion. So these lone pair of electrons are highly reactive towards H plus ion. That is in acidic medium. This is also previous question. Fullerenes. Next concept is fullerenes. Fullerenes means not full means. This is fullerenes. Okay. Fullerenes means double bond. Here hydrogen, hydrogen. So this double bond is called exo double bonds. Exo double bond. Double bond. Exo double bond. Correct? And these are the substituents. These are called substituents. Substituents. This double bond means ring outside double bond is called exo double bonds, and the substituents which are hydrogens sometimes occupies electron donating groups, sometimes occupies electron withdrawing groups. Correct? Now just I am giving somewhat here donating group, here donating group, and sometimes like this also hydrogen, hydrogen, and withdrawing group, withdrawing group. Correct? Donating group means electron releasing groups. If electron releasing groups releases electron towards this carbon, now this carbon atom carries positive charge, then this carbon atom carries negative charge. Here withdrawing groups, if these withdrawing groups towards this, then this carries negative charge and this carries positive charge. Here carries positive charge, here negative charge. So the charges like this will be stable based on the substituents. Correct? Now the formed molecule is like this, single bond, here negative charge, here positive charge. Now donating group, donating group. Correct? After this, so most stable and strong aromatic, right? And for this one, here hydrogens, sometimes here positive, here negative. So this is what in intermediate stable molecule. After this, so these are the withdrawing group, means adjacent definitely negative charge will be stable. So this is negative, then this is positive. This is what? Weakly stable. Why? Because this is what? Anti-aromatic molecule. So weakest molecule and anti-aromatic. This is one anti-aromatic molecule. Correct? The stability of the aromatic molecules we have to give like this sequence. Correct? Now the previous question gave in the JEE mains question. The shortcut formula is dipole moment is directly proportional to aromaticity. Correct? If dipole moment increases, then aromaticity increases. Just remember like this. If dipole moment increases, aromaticity increases. Dipole moment means this is what? Charge separation. Charge separation means if one end positive, then another end negative. Then only the dipole moment indicated as nu. Nu means dipole moment. Okay. And the units of dipole moment means dpice. Dpice, that is capital D. Correct? Here mu not equals to 0. If the charge separation that is stable, then that is mu not equals to 0. If charge separation is not present, then mu equals to 0. Correct? So based on this concept, just I am going to discuss about one numerical, that is which of the following molecule must contains dipole moment 0, dipole moment. Molecules having 0 dipole moment. Molecules having 0 dipole moment. The first one, for this, these pi electrons moving towards this carbon, then after here positive charge, here negative charge. So this completely ring is what? Aromatic. Already we discussed in previous classes. Correct? If the aromatic, that is stable. So if the charge is present, that is mu is equal to 0 or mu not equal to 0? Mu not equals to 0. Here mu not equals to 0. For this molecule, mu not equals to 0. Now second one. So if this one like this, then so here one is plus, one is minus. So if plus is there, sorry, this is plus, this is minus. If plus is there, that is aromatic, but this is anti-aromatic, correct? If anti-aromatic part is there, that is unstable. So positive charge means the charge separation is not present. So this type of molecule having 0 dipole, correct? Next problem. Correct? So charge separation is like this. Just I am giving like this. Now double bond, single bond, double bond, double bond. Here negative charge, here positive charge. Okay. So again this is aromatic. Again this is also aromatic. Both are aromatic. So charge separation is stable one. So mu not equals to 0. Mu not equals to 0. Now the fourth one. Double bond, double bond, double bond. Correct? So here positive charge, this is negative, this is positive. Now again double bond, single bond, here negative charge, double bond, here positive charge. So already we discussed about cyclopentadienyl anion. This is aromatic, and here this is also aromatic. Propylium cation. So here mu not equals to 0 again, because both are aromatic. If the both are aromatic, that is more stable. So dipole moment not equals to 0. If anything, any ring contains anti-aromatic, that is dipole moment is equals to 0. Correct? So these are the 4 examples. Some other examples also, just I am going to give. Now fifth example, double bond group. Here we know that this is carbonyl, keto function group, means this is carbon, this is oxygen. Out of this carbon, oxygen, here carbon having electronegativity 2.5 and oxygen having electronegativity 3.5. Which one is the most electronegative? Oxygen is the most electronegative. So always oxygen try to take electron density towards itself from carbon. Then the charge is like this, here positive charge, then oxygen inherits negative charge. Then what is this? Is it aromatic or not? Yes, really aromatic. So again mu not equals to 0. Correct? So this is aromatic, mu not equals to 0. If this is aromatic, this is also aromatic. So both are aromatic, mu not equals to 0. Here also aromatic, mu not equals to 0. Correct? Some more example is there. Double bond O. So based on this one, here positive charge, negative charge. Double bond, here negative, single bond, negative, here positive charge. So what is this? Again aromatic. So mu not equals to 0. So this is the dipole moment. Many times asked this concept. Many types వస్తాయి. In JEE mains, NEET point of view, JEE advanced point of view also, dipole moment for aromatic compounds is somewhat very important concept.